What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? Today, I want to review a book which I just recently finished. Whoa, that's crazy how the screen gets like that red when I do that. A book called Fear by L. Ron Hubbard. Okay. So I bought this pretty recently and I finished it, and so I really want to not have any notes, not spend any time about thinking about it really, or any of this kind of nonsense of normalcy. I want to just jump right into this book because I just recently finished it, so it's fresh in my mind. So I might as well talk about these ideas while they're still in my noggin. Okay, so let's get it. So, to give it some background, this book is in the genre of horror thriller, suspense type thing. It's very short, and I think that speaks volumes. Okay, that speaks volumes. Okay, sort of a criticism of how people envision horror now, or whatever, that it has to be some like very well played out like super complicated kind of concept to get into your mind frame, your psychological mind frame. This book completely doesn't give a shit about any of that. I mean, it is one of those books that a lot of people would be like, because of that, they would say then, oh, that's why it hasn't aged well. But to be honest, that's why it has aged well, is because it's seminal pulp. I mean, you go into it and you're gonna get that. You're gonna get the thrill of reading through the pages. I don't really care about really too much about how this thing is getting into what's going on in the world today. What I care about, okay, is I want to be flipping through the pages, page after page after page after page. I want to be turning into the next segment of the book, okay? I want to be flying through it. And that's what this book did, okay? It did it. It did that. So that's sort of a beginning preface. Now to get into the sort of technical aspects of it, okay? That's just for the people who are like, what am I doing? Do I need a book? What book do I need? I need a book. Okay. Then you got it, okay? Get this, okay? You're feeling sad in your life, you don't have fucking anything to do? Boom. Okay. But for people who are more technically aspected minded, I've got the second part of the video. That's what this is for. Boy. Okay, so we've got James Lowry, main character. He's envisioned as a rugged ethnographer. He's a professor at this university. And I think that he's a great character because there's this interesting aspect of him really he's really interested in not particularly just studying cultures, but he's interested in the dark side of these cultures, okay? The demons, the occult, the witch doctors, the stuff that people are like, whoa, what is this? Why are people talking about this? all the weird things which even in today's supposed modern world, people still are very very frightened about. So I don't think this book's dated. I think ethnography is like something. I mean, it's still an academic discipline, so I don't see how it's gone anywhere. It hasn't gone anywhere. The books still stand. People still go to read this stuff, and to create a character he's interested in this, and then to sort of use this to then subvert this other idea, which is he's so into this that he's willing to write about it and publish about it, to share ideas about it to other people, is a great way to kind of build this tension up, which is how the book starts. There's this tension building about his profession, what he cares about, what he's interested about, and how this interest starts to kind of not only, it doesn't just cause him issues with society around him, it causes him issues mentally, psychologically, straining, I would say. Now, I don't want to spoil it, okay? So that's just the intro. Intro's good. I like the intro. If anybody says that it's too slow or whatever, like come on, man, okay? Like, go fucking, I don't even know, okay? Just go turn on the daily news or whatever. If that's what you want. You want to get shocked in, dude. You want to get shocked in. You want to feel like that you're, right there up at the time, dude. You want to be right there, okay? Do that then. Watch a sport or something, okay? That's not what books are for. So, a lot of this book, the writing sort of what it is attempting to do, okay? And when I say attempting, is because this is sort of an experimental field where L. Ron Hubbard is trying to take this, which is trying to demonstrate madness through the writing, and not in a way that's like just saying like this guy is fucking crazy, dude. It's about trying to take away that narrator and really intermingle him with the own character's like psyche, and then take the audience as well and put that and weave it into the psyche as well, okay? And I gotta say, when it first started happening, when those parts started to puncture in through the writing, it definitely took me off. I didn't really know. I was very confused. I was kind of, and I wish that I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna probably read that part again, honestly, because a lot of it like completely flew over my head. Yada yada boobity boo. But that is, I think, a mark of somebody who in writing can take that leap of faith, can take that gusto, okay, that tenacity that they have, and they can say, okay, I'm gonna disregard a couple rules here, or I'm gonna disregard the idea that my narrator has to be very structured in all moments of the book, which the narrator does come through and shine through and grounding things again once and for all, and also is able to link back up to the main character, give the main character his importance in the story, his perspective, because it really is from his perspective. It's done through a third person narrative, but very, very, very loosely and very removed, and definitely is just there to cushion his experience. So yeah, I gotta say, guys, I gotta say, YouTube, I gotta say, this book is freaking good. And I was looking online. People love to rip into this. They're just like, it's pulp. It's, blah, 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 blah. It's just a waste of time. Nothing really, really hard hitting. But, yeah, like I completely didn't even talk about it because, I mean, this is like what you see when you look up. But the plot of this is that this guy loses 4 hours of his life, and he is like obsessed about trying to figure it out. And I'm not gonna spoil it, but that's a big part of the book, okay? And he's like, it does feel like that the writer had the idea of he knew what his audience was expecting, or at least what they were trying to figure out puzzle wise, okay, which I really like, because I like when my writers think that the reader is somebody who's actually thinking, okay, and not just some blob, some mass of whatever, and I want to tell them what to do, okay. I like it because he expects something of us, that we're going to be thinking about something, okay, and that thing that we're thinking about is so well put together, and it's so well extrapolated always, and always being thrown in some opposite direction, that it really does make you turn those pages quickly, okay? And that's what it's all about, okay? That's what it's all about. And getting sucked into it. And like the I mean, the only thing is, like, yeah, he probably could have made this longer. He probably could have went a bit more in depth in the characters, which is like what a lot of people care about, is they want characters that they like or like dislike, or they could choose which characters they like. But I mean, that's not always that's really not always the case, with especially with stories and things like that. You can't always like expect that they're gonna go that far with each character. And if you are somebody who is looking for that, then I would say, like, yeah, obviously, I wouldn't say horror or science fiction is probably like your thing then, anyway, because a lot of the times stories don't really focus on that. I mean, sometimes, of course. Okay, boom, Fear, L. Ron Hubbard, boom, check it out, good book. Peace, YouTube, peace out, peace out. Peace out.